People tryna say I'm only enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy.
Hey, I used to have this track coach here. Track coach, his name Mr. James. And he had every pair of cross-trainer shoes. And he always matched it up with one of his Swissy jump shoes. That was always the highlight of my day, seeing whenever he was gonna wear.
Amen. I can't ride Benz, I don't do peace. I gotta eat. Saber tooth tuck.
You know, you got everybody over here in the pep rallies. Everybody here, we all swinging. Oh, wait.
Eyes shake, leave your mouth wide. You need to say grace for you say thanks.
I feel like he was the tallest kid, and everybody used to talk about him when he was a baby because he was really, really tall. And you know, when he was one, and he still was one, so people thought when he was wearing his diapers, they thought he was like 2, 3 years old. So little kids used to tease him, used to be like, "Why that big old kid got on diapers?" But he was just 1 year old. I remember a time when he was 6 months. Santa Claus thought he was 1, and he set him down and bust my son's lip. Like, literally, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. You know, I thought he was 1 year old." So he's always been tall. I don't know. I didn't think that he was gonna be that tall.
In my life, don't know what's in store. I've been dealing with these blessings that I can't ignore. Putting up the numbers.
This is where it's the area I grew up. This is the first high school I went to. I went to 4 different high schools, so this is where it started though, man. Ruskin High School. I can't really say too much about it, man. I had a great time here. It's right in the heart of the city where I grew up. It's tough. It made me tough, man. I mean, we had to go through metal detectors. Everyone in the whole school had to go through the metal detectors individually, one by one, before school. Every single day, so we had to show up 30 to 40 minutes early before school even started. And now I can look back and say I come back here and be like, hey, this is where I went to school. I made it out of here. If you can make it out of Kansas City, you can make it anywhere.
People tryna say I'm only enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Amen.
It's the street that made me. A lot of people will be asking, you know, where I'm from in Kansas City. I grew up in South Kansas City. You know, I was born on 21st in South Benton, so I grew up down in the city and I moved out here. I've really been living out here our whole life. Used to block off this whole street and play full court basketball, play full court. So this is kind of funny. But this is the old house right here where we grew up at. This house right here was my house. This was my grandma's house. So we were right next door to each other, literally. We used to hoop just like this around the block. And we'd all go down here, somebody who had a glass backboard around here in the backyard that we used to just hoop around at their house. So.
Ain't none of this bitch promising, none of it's promise. Ain't none of this shit certain, ain't none of this certain. Ain't none of us perfect, I hope it was worth it. Going to France, we go vacation in France.
I said 911 auto glass, man. What's your emergency? You need your windshield fixed, your windows at home, any type of glass. Make sure you call them.
Get! I put the money in the ground like a fucking brain loop. Got a turbo Porsche, don't even move it. I'm back on the lean, it's so hard not to use it. I'm continuously winning my nigga, and I can't see me losing. Ain't none of this shit promise, ain't none of it's promise. Ain't none of this shit promise, ain't none of it's promise.
World can't take it away. It seems as if my soul has found a safe space in you. Nigga boss said it the best. Now every time I look, I see the grace of God in you. No need for me to ever live in vain. No need for me to ever feel the shame I felt before. No need for me to ever be the same.
is a person that gives back to the community. This is our second annual basketball camp here at Penn Valley Community College. And so it's just a blessing that he gives back to the community the way he grew up at.
The world can't take me. The world can't shake me. Long as you keep me close, never forsake me. The world can't take me.
Once he got to high school as a freshman, he got cut from the basketball team. He didn't give up. No excuses. That's where it comes in at. He didn't give up on that. He knew he had a dream that he wanted to be a basketball player. And one of the things I remember after his sophomore year, he had a really good sophomore year, and he started getting a lot of offers from a lot of D1 schools, but we realized that being in the Hickman Mills School District, just like a lot of kids just didn't go D1. So we decided to put him in a private school. I always remember he said, "Dad, I'm better than LeBron James." I said, "You gotta love it. You gotta love when your kid tells you something like that because he believed in himself."
Now I know I trust in none but my God, and He blessed you with a crown. The world can't shake me. Long as you keep me close, never forsake me.
Willie has grown so much, and just being a noted figure from Kansas City, man, I'm just real proud of him and where he's going, and I know God's gonna take him to a whole nother place that maybe nobody else saw. So
The world can't take me.
I went to a couple of different high schools, Bishop Miege, Ruskin, Hickman Mills, Milestone Christian Academy, and I really made no excuses for it. I mean, I was always going from school to school, and I just had to make it work. I played 2 years of high school basketball. That was it. I didn't play my freshman year in high school. I didn't play my senior year, but I still got a Division I scholarship to St. Louis University. While I was here in Kansas City, I was one of the best players in the metro area. The rental finalist right here, one of the best players to come out of Kansas City, and Marcus, and he was running this camp. He works out here. He always works kids out. He does training, so if you have anybody wants to do training, some of the same stuff that I do every day, you can always get in contact with him and do the training. But I never gave up. I went to college at St. Louis University. I was one of the top players in my conference. Was honorable mention all Atlantic 10, but I didn't get drafted. And that's where the no excuses motto really came in. Because I had to figure out a way that I could reach my dream without being drafted. That was one of the worst days of my life where I watched the whole draft and didn't hear my name get called. I literally cried for about 3 or 4 days. And I had to figure out what was another way for me to reach my dream. I really didn't know how to do that until I met her. She really did a great job of helping me to be able to fight through some of these problems that I've had where I thought that I couldn't do things. She was excellent at motivating me. So just like your parents, they're there. They motivate me. My parents, they motivate me. My whole family, they motivate me to be able to be the best that I possibly can. And that's helped me to be able to turn into the person that y'all see in front of y'all that wants to give back to Kansas City, give back to you guys, and help you guys to be eventually one day be in this position to be able to help others as well. So I just want to leave y'all with that little token, man. If y'all not a basketball player, y'all not a failure. Y'all still important. There's so many different ways y'all can affect this world, and it's not just with bouncing the ball. All right?
Long as you keep me close, never forsake me. The world can't take me. The world can't shake me.
What's today's motto?
No excuse.
What's today's motto?
No excuse.
So when we move through life, we got what?
No excuse.